Thank you for joining us during our weekly hybrid MLS breakfast meeting. My name is Victoria Stapleton, and I am your program chair today. Only. We will switch our program around today for a little bit because we're waiting for our guest speaker to come. So the announcement will be earlier. So if anybody who has any announcement, please fill it out. And on any open listings, pitchings, please let us know. And then, but not right now. We're not doing it right now. But I just want you guys to fill out the forms first. Okay, so please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. John is going to lead us.
Please rise, everyone. Let's salute the greatest country on earth. Right hand over heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball, Victoria.
Thank you. Okay, we will have our inspiration quote by Cecilia.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Cecilia Nguyen with Coldwell Banker George Realty. Today, our inspirational quote is, I can give my permission to fail, but I won't give permission not to try. So please go try and then you make it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, a little about me. Not that you guys haven't heard it before, but again, I am Victoria Stapleton. In addition, working with real estate agent at Masters Realty, San Marino, I am also a member of SAG-AFTRA, standing in solidarity with my fellow SAG-AFTRA members on strike. Okay, prior to real estate, I worked as an actress and a model and joining SAG-AFTRA in 1994. And most recently, we did a national print ad with my husband, Buck, for Chase Bank Veteran. He is a veteran. You guys know that. Okay. If you want to see photos, come ask me. I'll show you photos of us. So, okay, so I have a passion for both real estate industry and the entertainment world and try to balance these two distinct career paths. So if you want to know more about me, again, ask me. Okay, let's continue. If you're a member and would like to make an announcement, please fill out an announcement form located to my left. Return complete form to Berlin. Thank you. A few housekeeping tips. All participants on Zoom will be muted upon entry to the MLS breakfast meeting. And should you have a question or a comment, please remember to enter into the chat box. Please remember to join us weekly as we will have our hybrid MLS breakfast meeting every Thursday at 9 a.m. As always, this meeting is being recorded and will be available online on our YouTube channel, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. Please remember to follow WSGVR social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch all of our pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Join our text messaging group for update text WSGVR to the number 888-301-2201. Now, today's agenda consists of our affiliate spotlight, Ken Shin, Transglobal Private Lending, and our guest speakers, ALDO Cervantes, Community Development Director, City of San Gabriel. Immediately following the breakfast meeting, we will be having a general membership meeting. We encourage you to stay and get updated on the WSGVR. If you will be joining this via Zoom, please check your email for the link or go to www.wsgvr.org to register under the latest events. You remember there's two links, okay? One for this one and there's one for the general meeting. So whoever's on Zoom, you need to log out and log in. Okay, just a reminder that to be eligible for today's drawing, you must be a WSGVAR member and be in person at the association. We will be having the attendance drawing, Amazon gift card drawing, and 50-50 raffle. Today, our affiliate spotlight will be brought to you by the affiliate committee chair, Lena Sankari of U.S. Bank, and vice chair, Teresa Nguyen of Loan Direct. Take it away, Ken.
Hi everyone, my name is Kenshin, and this has been my second year with the board, and I'm really honored to be part of the affiliate member. And can I have the? Okay, so let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Ken, and I'm a private lending specialist in the Transglobal Private Lending, and I have 10 years of banking experience, and mostly focused on the bridge loan, the private lending side. And before that, I was actually I started as a bank teller and then promoted to personal banker and finally a branch manager. And after that, I have been to different areas of life, and finally I settled with a lending sphere. And as back when I was younger, I was actually born and raised in Taiwan, and then I moved to Singapore when I was about grade 5 and stayed there for about 7, 8 years, and then moved to United States. I've been here for a long time, and also my major is actually finance, and then a master in communication, and all in USC. So any children's here? Just that was my background, and now this is about the job I'm doing. So all I'm doing is actually a private lending is a bridge loan. So what we do is a 1 year or 2 year program, and we don't check anything. We don't check any documents. All we need is just based on the property value. So as long as the property value holds, we can lend up to 60%. And that's briefly my introduction. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ken. Please remember to support our affiliate with your transactions. We will now have our affiliates introduction for today. All pay affiliates present today, line up in the front. Please, no promotion or announcements. This is a morning greeting only. We will begin the affiliate, that's begin in person. Please walk toward the door after your greeting. Next.
All right, I'm going to start this parade. Brandon Savransky with First American NHD. Have a fantastic day.
Morning, everyone. Sage Gomez with My NHD.
Good morning, everybody. Mackenzie Hong with Morrison Plus Property Inspections.
Good morning. I'm Cosmo Sanchez, and I am a lender with New AIM Funding. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Yolanda Martinez Arenas, WFG National Title Company. Have an awesome day.
Good morning, everyone. Chris Hahn, Guild Mortgage. Have an awesome day.
Good morning. I'm Phoebe Liu from USAS Bank, my local commercial's home loan officer. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Good morning again. John Wax with Snap and HD Natural Hazard Disclosures. Have a wonderful day and a great rest of the week.
Well, good morning. This is Mario, Rate One Financial. Snap, the reverse mortgage king.
Good morning, Dora from Greater Monterey Park, Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning, Nancy Chan, Lawyer's Title. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning, everybody here and on Zoom. Lucia Tam representing CAREPA, Chinese American Real Estate Professionals Association. Have a great week.
Good morning. My name is John with Budget Blinds, aka I'm the blind man.
Good morning. Jeff Berg with Western Rooter Plumbing.
Good morning. My name is Sam Yu. I'm with Primerica Mortgage. I'm also a life license agent with Primerica, and this month is Life Insurance Awareness Month.
Good morning. Bob Chu with Champion Escrow.
Good morning. I'm escrow company number 2, Alina Chu from Glen Oaks Escrow.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alba Moy from Moy Escrow, Alhambra. Alina made me laugh.
Good morning, everyone. Esther Chow with HSBC Bank and also represent Asian Area Tri-County Chapter. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Eduardo Higuchi with New York Life.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ken again. Have a great day.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, Alina Sankari from US Bank Home Mortgage. Thank you.
Good morning, David Trang with Home Car Home Warranty. I want to share a little secret. It's very easy to win the 50-50. Just buy a ticket.
Good morning. My name is Esmeralda, and I can decorate the home you're trying to sell.
Good morning. My name is Gary. I'm with PJ Real Estate Photography, a photography company. Have a great day, guys.
Okay, thank you. Next, we'll call on the affiliates who are joining us virtually. We have Judy Chow.
Good morning. This is Judy, Senior Loan Officer, AA Capital Investment. Have a great week.
Next, we have Sandy Franco. Okay, Sandy's not here. Okay, the WFG VAR Foundation is doing a silent auction each week. Please visit the silent auction table to bid on items over there. We are happy to include open pitching for our hybrid MLS breakfast meeting. Reminder, if you like to pitch your listing, you must go to www.sgvar.com, click on open pitch, fill out the caravan request form, and submit it no later than Tuesday midnight of the week you want to pitch. So today we have a listing from Monica Young of Joy Realty. Get away, Monica. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Thank you. Elizabeth Co. Joy Realty. Me and my business partner, Monica Young, we have a listing in North St. Gabriel, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,600 square feet. Lots of character. It's a great home. I believe there are multiple offers on it, and offer due date is Monday, 5 o'clock. So please come and see today. Lots of characters, and it's a 36 by 15 entertainment area, living room and dining room combined. So with the barrel ceilings, the shelter fireplace, great house. 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, $999. Thousands.
Thank you. Now help me welcome our guest speaker, ALDO Cervantes, Community Development Director with the City of San Gabriel.
Good morning, everyone. Is this on? Oh, great. So again, my name is ALDO Cervantes. I'm the Community Development Director for the City of San Gabriel. I've been with the city for about 2 years. Prior to coming to San Gabriel, I was with the City of San Marino for about 18 years and helping that city with its planning and zoning and as well as development for that city. But now I'm with the City of San Gabriel. And like I said, been here for about 2 years and looking to help the City of San Gabriel flourish, as well as assist in facilitating new development, whether it's the mixed-use projects or housing development within the city. So the focus of the PowerPoint or my presentation today is really a update on last year's presentation that I was here last year, giving an update on housing development within the city. I do have a couple of changes with this slideshow. The focus is going to be mostly on housing as well as the tools that we have in place within our city laws to help facilitate housing growth within the city of San Gabriel. And then I'll finish off with talking about some project highlights with respect to a lot of the mixed-use projects that you see along Huntington Drive, or not Huntington Drive, sorry, San Gabriel Boulevard, Las Tunas, as well as Valley Boulevard. So it's just a couple of demographics regarding the city of San Gabriel. So the population right now currently is hovering around 38,000 population with the age demographic there just below that. We have roughly about a little less than 2,400 businesses within the city limits. Our median household income is hovering about $24,000 with the median housing value roughly about $700,000. And that's an average of a 5-year period. That's not a 1-year period. So I realize if you were to get the median housing value currently, it's much higher than this, but this is a 5-year average. And dwelling units, which is increasing as we speak, we're roughly about 13,000 housing units within the city. A majority of the housing growth that we're seeing currently in the city is the mixed-use development projects along the major corridors of the city, as well as accessory dwelling units. So as you all are well aware, our industrial clusters here in the city are mostly healthcare related with the hospital and the medical facilities surrounding the hospital, tourism and hospitality. We do have 2 open hotels, as you all are aware of, with 1 pending opening in about a year or so, and that will be the Hilton. Many food services or food opportunities here in the city with respect to a lot of our restaurants and retail shops. And most importantly, we have our arts and history with the Mission District area and the Mission Playhouse facility. So some of our top sales tax generators are listed on the screen here. You have a variety. They change almost quarterly, depending on the markets, depending on the retail market, depending on the hospitality market, as well as depending on the restaurant market. During the pandemic, we saw an increase in revenue with respect to jewelry stores. That has sort of flattened out over the last couple of months and as we progressed out of the pandemic. Now we're looking at sales tax increasing with respect to retail, restaurant uses. Those are sort of starting to cap out a little bit. And so going into the various tools that the city has to offer with respect to development within the city, we have a few here that I'd like to talk about and highlight under this presentation. We have two very specific tools that are called specific plans. One of them is noted to be the mission specific plan, which is surrounding the mission district area or the Playhouse area. We also have the Valley Boulevard specific plan. We have our housing element, which has been certified by the state of California. We've had discussions regarding inclusionary housing and the inclusionary housing mandates. And then I'll talk about an affordable housing project that we're working on currently. So to dive into these specific plans for the city of San Gabriel, next slide. The mission specific plan, as I mentioned, has an area that encompasses the Mission Drive area or the Playhouse area, as well as where City Hall is located. It spans from Las Tunas down to Mission Drive. The intention of the mission specific plan is to encourage development within the area that's range from restaurant uses to research and development type of projects, housing projects with respect to sort of mixed use style development. And so this is one of the tools that a lot of developers use to identify whether a project within this area can satisfy or pencil out for their projects and allow for their very specific style of project to come to fruition. Valley Boulevard specific plan, or go back one more slide. The Valley Boulevard specific plan is a much larger area, very much the same idea or intent is to facilitate improvement. So Valley Boulevard, of course, is on Valley Boulevard. It also extends along San Gabriel as well as on Del Mar. Essentially, what you see now being built on Valley Boulevard is exactly what the standards of the specific plan are looking to cater towards. And these are 4 to 5 story high-rise type development projects that aim towards not only adding commercial opportunity, but also looking to add a housing unit opportunity. And so, for example, just to highlight a couple of projects, we have Province, which is at 420 Valley Boulevard. That's the nearest project in terms of completion dates. We're looking at about 2 months or so from that opening up. We have other projects that are located on Valley Boulevard as well that are sort of teetering behind that. The Curio is another project that's looking to finish up fairly soon, and other projects along Valley Boulevard. One of the other projects that's not on Valley Boulevard is on San Gabriel Boulevard, and that's the nursery building. And that's known as the Pacific Square development. That development project, which I'll highlight later on in the presentation, is currently under development. So we're happy to report that that is on schedule and looking to be completed in at least the next 5 years or so. The other tool that we have available to the city as well as to our city council is our housing element. And as I mentioned, the housing element has been certified by the state, which is a very, very big deal when it comes to local governments. It allows for us to game plan essentially the growth of housing development within the city of San Gabriel. And that could range from what you see now on Valley Boulevard with respect to the mixed use style development projects to single family housing development within the city, all the way down to your accessory dwelling units or what is known as ADUs or even junior ADUs. So this plan is set out for the next 8 years from now to facilitate development with respect to that style of housing opportunity. Within the next 2 years, we'll be looking to rezone, which is reclassify certain properties within the city of San Gabriel to allow additional housing opportunity. So you'll see that being discussed amongst the council in terms of policy decisions to allow for that rezoning or reclassification of those properties to allow for a different style of housing development. And just for example of what that could look like, you could have an industrial building currently on that lot that could be rezoned for housing opportunity. So that's just an example of what we would do as far as taking an existing operation or an existing use, reclassifying the opportunities for the property to allow for development that you see on Valley Boulevard. So the council has discussed the idea of what we call inclusionary housing. And we've had several meetings with the city council to discuss this very topic. And really what inclusionary housing is a mandate that allows for the city to request a certain percentage of housing units in a large development to be affordable units. And that can be either low income units, that can be moderate income units. It's a policy decision based off what the council and based off the need of the community. The council has had these discussions to implement this kind of mandate. At the moment, it is on hold until next year. But the idea behind the inclusionary housing laws, as I mentioned, is to allow for a certain percentage of units within these projects to be allowed for affordable for our population. Next year, we hope to bring this topic back within the city to discuss how we can make this type of project move forward. And so one exciting project that I'm working on right now is 405 South Del Mar. It was a trench project. When the trench project took place, which is the railroad that was undergrounded, there was a leftover piece of property on Del Mar, what we know as 405 South Del Mar, is being slated for development as our first ever affordable housing project. At the moment, we're looking at a couple of things to help facilitate this project moving forward. And the first thing is funding. We've received funding from the states. We have local funding as well. And we have enough funding to sort of kick this project moving forward in terms of all the documentation components or entitlements is what you know it in the real estate world. Once we get through the entitlement procedures, in about a year or so, we'll be able to break ground on this project. This is about a 2 to 3 story project on this site that would allow for about 60 to 70 affordable housing units. And so hopefully within the next 4 years, you will see this project take place. So going into some project highlights, next slide. As I mentioned before, most of these projects you're seeing break ground, if not almost in completion. There are 19 major projects that we're working on at the moment, and they're going to offer roughly about 287,000 square feet of new commercial space, about 172,000 square feet of medical office space, and most importantly for this group, about 3,000 additional housing units that are mixed into these mixed-use projects. And of course, we have the one hotel under construction at the moment, which is known as the Curio on Valley and Del Mar. I mentioned the Curio Hotel, which is going to offer about 225 rooms. 32,000 square feet of this structure will be allowed for commercial space, leasing opportunities. On the Del Mar Valley side, which is the side that's currently under framing or construction, will offer about 87 residential units as condominiums. Of course, as you know, is located on Valley Boulevard. There was a slight delay in this project, as most of you have seen over the years. This is about a 7-year project so far. There was the need to underground Edison poles on the Del Mar side, so that created about a 2-year delay on this project, but it's definitely underway. Directly across the street from the Curio is called The One at 101 East Valley Boulevard. This project is near completion. Offer about 15,000 square feet of commercial space, as well as 81 residential units on the upper levels. From what I understand at this moment, about more than 50% of the commercial units on the ground floor have been spoken for or leased out at the moment. So as soon as the project is finalized, you'll see about 4 of those units filled with retail spaces. And as I mentioned, the nursery project, one of the largest projects that we've seen in the city to date, called Pacific Square. I believe it's going to be rebranded to the nursery project. It's located at 700 and 800 San Gabriel Boulevard, looking to provide about 243 residential units on the upper levels, Square footage wise, as far as commercial leasing space opportunity, about 76,000 square feet of that space, which is broken down into these various different types of opportunities. About 9,000 square feet of restaurant cafe spaces will be incorporated into the project. About 7,000 square feet of primarily retail space opportunity. 20,000 square feet is dedicated for a market or grocery store, which we're currently in negotiations with. I cannot divulge who that is, but you'll see in the next couple of years what that will look like. And of course, 25,000 square feet of a fitness facility, which again, we're also in negotiation with through the developer. I can't divulge who that is as well, but you'll definitely see that in the near future on what those two large anchor stores will look like. And so we have additional project highlights. We have Mission View Plaza, which is on Las Tunas and Mission Drive. This project is complete. This is where the Paris Baguette is located. We're currently looking to facilitate helping the owner of the property lease 2 additional units that are still vacant in the space. And we're hoping to bring in at least 2 restaurants into those spaces to help sort of with not only the opportunity or the amenity, but also with, of course, sales tax. And above the commercial space on Mission View are about 50 or so residential units that are rental opportunities. And then going down from that image, we have the Rubio project, which is by the Wash on San Gabriel Boulevard. This project is, 860 East Valley Boulevard is near completion as well. It's on sort of the western border of the city of San Gabriel. Rubio Village, going back to that one, is slated to go back to the hearing process for modifications. The applicant is looking to add additional residential units to that project. And then the province, which I mentioned, which is probably the most nearest in completion on Valley Boulevard, is currently leasing the commercial spaces for that property. As soon as it opens, those operations will open as well. And then lastly, we have 300 East Valley Boulevard. This is the site, unfortunately, that suffered the fire. This project, I will say, as far as positive news, we'll start reconstruction very soon. And so by next week, you're going to start to see activity on this property to start rebuilding that structure, which was unfortunately was a huge loss for that developer and also the city. Also going back one more, I wanted to highlight in totality, we're looking at about 434 residential units totaling in all these projects, with a little less than 100,000 square feet of retail space opportunity. And so lastly, we see a slew of different types of permit applications within the department, within the building safety department or division. Number one, solar applications are the top. And then right below that would be our ADUs or accessory dwelling units. And so between November of last year and July of this year, we saw 54 applications for ADUs or accessory dwelling units. And then during that same time, we were able to permit about 34 of those applications. And this is a trend that's moving upwards within the city of San Gabriel. And so that basically concludes my presentation. That is my contact information, as well as my direct number to my office. Certainly, I'm open for questions at the moment, but if you feel like you want to reach out to me and have a conversation, either in my office or by via phone call, I'm more than happy to take those requests as well. So I open for questions. Really divulge what happened with that building. It's still under investigation. And so given the investigation, I can't really identify what the cause was. All I can tell you is that the good news is that the developer and the ownership are looking to start construction as early as next week. Yeah, it's not, well, it depends on what kind of parking. And so if you're looking at parking that's encompassed within the property, we can certainly help, your designer or your project team to look for opportunities for parking. If you're interested in parking that's on the street, that's a different department. What we do is we issue daily parking allowances. That's with the finance department. So if you have any questions about parking on the street, you can talk to finance. I would certainly talk to the folks in finance to see how we can help with that. Back
If
there.
anyone have any question, please come to this microphone because the audience in Zoom will not be able to hear you if you don't use a microphone here.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth Cole. My question is, the nursery project, is there going to be a theater in there too?
No, the proposed uses at the moment, and I'll go more specifically based off the slide. We have the grocery store, we have the fitness center, which are the two anchors for the project. We have a variety of different retail and restaurant opportunities that are scattered throughout that project. As far as a gathering space, there is going to be a park in the center of the project that allows for gathering and maybe some outdoor activities.
Okay, thank you very much.
My name is Tiffany. The question regarding your commitment to 3,000 housing by 2029, does that include all these high-rise built condominium that you mentioned? Does that total already include it? And then second, sorry, about construction, there's a lot of traffic on Delmar and then also San Gabriel Boulevard. So how do you guys mitigate, the traffic flow?
Yeah, so to answer the first question, the 3,000 units that we hope to facilitate construction is by 2029. We're not obligated to build those projects. That is just an estimation based off the types of projects that we're seeing in the city. We hope that we reach that number. It is a state mandated number that we are looking to help reach, but we're not required to reach that number. But that 3,000 units does include a number of different types of projects. The high-rise development, which are the mixed-use projects. It also includes the single-family development projects that we see throughout the city, all the way down to the accessory dwelling units. So even the 3,000 includes about 200 to 300 units anticipated for ADUs. And so regarding the traffic issues, every single one of these projects that you see, whether on San Gabriel via the nursery project or Valley Boulevard, has mitigation measures in place for that development to help with the flow of traffic during construction as well as after construction. If we do see an increase in traffic even after completion of the project, we can talk to our public works department to see how we can help facilitate a better traffic flow. I know at the moment, Metro is looking to increase bus lines on Valley Boulevard. And so it's a very preliminary planning process under Metro that might help alleviate some of the traffic along Valley Boulevard, but that is sort of a project that we foresee down the near future.
I have a couple questions, but there's one which is on the anchor retail supermarket Ranch 99. That one, I heard that is going to make over the whole plaza. Is that correct?
That's correct. They had the ownership of that property applied for a project to do what we call a facade improvement. So essentially you strip out the exterior material of the building, keeping the shell of the building in place and modernizing the materials. And so at the moment they're looking to pull permits for that project, which is essentially taking what you see now and modernizing the look of the building. There's going to be very little structural changes to the project because a majority of it is essentially, like I mentioned, taking the face of the buildings and revamping them and modernizing them to that owner's likings or intent. And so that's a project that we'll see at least within the next 2 years under construction.
Would there be any grant for the facade, just like Main Street in Alhambra once, like Starbucks next the Cold Stone, they have the window facade grants. Would there be San Gabriel also offer potential leasing to come down more to retail for shopping? Because retail is really tough, and the leasing is also every city in San Gabriel Valley is challenging now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't get involved with the leasing or leasing rates of these properties. That is ownership and their leasing companies. Whatever they feel is necessary to charge or to go after and lease certain units or going after big box or big brands, that is up to them. We don't get involved with that process.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Morning, Aldo.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Sylvia Ramos, resident of San Gabriel since 1979. And I met you over at the city council meeting, so appreciate
Right, a
that.
couple days ago. Yeah.
Couple days ago, yes.
So most of my questions have been answered, but I have a couple questions. Number one, on the ADUs, do you foresee that dissipating in the next couple of years? There's been a lot of murmurs about that in general for different cities.
We have not seen a decrease in ADUs. In fact, we've seen a pretty steady incline of ADU applications. As I mentioned, not only are we seeing ADUs increase, we're also seeing solar permits being requested. There was the SB 9 law that was passed by the state that we had to adopt a law for in town, which is the lot split, what we call the lot split ordinance, which allows for any single family residential property, given certain size dimensions, the ability of splitting that lot and developing on the newly developed properties. We haven't seen any of those so far, but to answer your question specifically, I can't foresee or forecast a decline in ADUs. In fact, like I mentioned, we're seeing, a steady increase of them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll ask one more question and I'll save the rest to contact you directly for the sake of time. On New Avenue, it's an artery street to get to the Mission and to get to City Hall. Do you foresee any beautification on that street to lead to City Hall at some point? On New, where it changes from Valley to Ramona, there the integrity changes a bit. And as realtors, we don't just sell a house, we sell a community. So in that respect, also as a walker on that street, it's extremely dark. It is pitch black dark, and that's a safety concern. So I appreciate an answer. Thank you.
Yes, so for New specifically, as you come from Valley Boulevard north towards the City Hall, that would be a discussion that I would need to have with Greg DeVink, our Public Works Director. As we had talked about on Tuesday night, is that New, including the sidewalk, the New street itself and sidewalk is actually in the city of Alhambra. And so we would have to team up with the city of Alhambra to see if there's any indication or plan to modernize the street or beautify the street. At this point, given that it's outside our jurisdiction, we have no control over that area up until it gets to, of course, our boundaries. But in any good planning measure, you want to have a cohesive design. So if Alhambra is looking to beautify the street, we might want to partner with them to beautify our section of the street as well. But that's a future project that we have not received direction from our city council, but we can certainly start the conversation.
That sounds great. And if you need any direction at a city council meeting, I'd be love to be part of that.
I appreciate it.
And I appreciate your response. And maybe now by having the Alhambra police chief over in San Gabriel can have a little better collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gladys Avenue, the property that used to be a nursing home.
Right.
Anything new with that?
Yeah, so the new development with that, and I received a call about 2 weeks ago from their general contractor with the news or good news that they want to proceed with the senior housing project. We are running up against a time clock for issuing permits for that project as their entitlements are soon set to expire. And so we're at the moment trying to facilitate that project to move forward and pull permits by that deadline. But every indication is that the property owner and the contractor are looking to develop that. There's what we call the Elegance project. It's next to the nursery project. It's Gladys and Mission, no, Gladys and Grand, I believe is the street. It's a senior housing project, multi-story senior housing project that was approved, I want to say back 4 years ago. It stalled for some reason or another, maybe interest rates or what have you, or cost of materials. But at this moment, they're looking to help with pulling permits for that project. Not aware of the nursing home that's there, but I can take a look at that. But this will be a completely brand new project. Any other questions? No?
On behalf of West San Gabriel Valley Realtors, thank you, Mr. Cervantes, for a very informative presentation. So we have something to give you. Okay, next, we're going to have the attendance drawing. All West San Gabriel Valley members included in the attendance drawing must, but not all can be displayed. Today, our pot is at, guess what? $6.75. If we don't get a winner, a $25 gets added to the pot each week, and until wins. Pot will begin at $25 when someone when someone wins, okay? If for our breakfast meeting at the end of the year and we still don't have a winner, we will draw a lucky winner at the time. The winner must be in person at the association and the WSGVR member to win. When your name is called, you must be announced that you are present. And if we call you 3 times and you do not respond, we're moving on. Ann Wong. Oh, Wang? Oh, sorry. Okay, Ann Wang. Ann Wang. Okay, last time, Ann, and are you here, Ann Wang? Okay, we're moving on. Okay, now we're doing the Amazon gift card drawing. We will select 3 winners from those attending in person. Each will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. Oh, Wong, Nancy Kwok, and Lorraine Clark. Okay, next we have, please make sure to participate in our education classes. A list of upcoming classes is displayed on your screen and available on our website. Okay, first one, meet and learn what to prepare for your critical hardship escrow. It's Tuesday, September 19th from 11 to 12. Cost is free. Now, 45-hour DRE license renewal continuing education webinar. It's Friday, September 22nd, 9:30 to 12:30. Cost is $85. California real estate disclosure, Monday, September 25th, 10 to 1:30. Cost is free. Realtor Safety Summit, Tuesday, September 26th, 10 to 2. Cost is also free. Okay, now we're having the 50-50 raffle. Okay, the last 4-digit is 81777. Who's a lucky winner? 817's over there. Is that Seal? Oh, that's Seal. Seal Rudar. She won $70. Next, we have, okay, let me see.
Good morning. My name is John. Good morning. My name is John, and I'm from KW Executive. Today, I'm going to be pitching my listing at 1521. I don't have a flyer yet. The pictures are coming out, and it'll be active this afternoon. And my listing the address is 1521 South Delmar Avenue, unit number 5 in St. Gabriel. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and a 2-car garage. There's a bonus room on the side that can be used as a storage room and a den. And it's 1,260 square feet. Right now, it's currently listed as $678,000, and the HOA is $190. It includes water, trash, exterior insurance, and management. It's located on the busy street of South Delmar and Valley, so convenient access to Hawaii's Supermarket, 99 Ranch, and Journey Hotel in Helton. So if you need more information, you can contact me through email or phone number, and it will be active this afternoon for more.
My name is Nancy Ling from Cotai Realty. I have a listing 13918 to 93920 Place Drive in Whittier. This is a duplex. I have a 2 house. The front house has a 4-bedroom, 3 bath, and 2-story, and it has 2,450 square feet. The back unit is a 2-bedroom, 2 bath. They have a refrigerator, washer and dryer, everything. So the price from 1.4 million reduced to 1.299 million. And the seller will carry with 30% down, and he will carry for 5% for 5 years. I think right now current rate is a 7.5. So this is a really great opportunity. Seller is very motivated. So please come to show the property. It's a vacant, so you can call anytime. I need offer. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to the announcements. Okay, please, please, you have 30 seconds. So Dora, I think is first.
30 seconds. Like upcoming Sunday, September 17th, our car meet again coming back. This time, free coffee and free donut. Sponsored by our new member, chamber new member. They are specialized in personal injury, venerable law firm. Come over on Sunday, 7 to 11. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Buck Stapleton, my hubby.
Most of you know, or maybe you know, this month is Realtor Safety Month. I just want to remind you, next week, we have a police officer from Monterey Park that's going to talk to you about active shooter awareness. She was one of the first responders in Monterey Park. And then on Tuesday, we also have the Realtor Safety Summit. And there will be self-defense demonstrations, safety measures, and a defense performance. So please sign up and hope to see you there. See you next week.
Okay, next is Mario.
So let me add to this. There's a thing called the Kubotan. This is by Master Kubota. And what it is, this looks like nothing, but it could save. This is being used by police officers, any age, do not need to be a martial artist. There will be a demo. On this one, I will be one of them. I'm a certified instructor by Master Takayuki Kubota, which, by the way, he will have a class a week before. Anybody that will be interested, let me know. This is quite unique. You will be learning from a 10-degree black belt, the inventor of the Kubotan. So be here at the demo. The demo is just that, but the class is where you really learn how to use it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, please join us next week, September 21st, as we welcome Officer Robin Lopez. Her topic will be American Survival Strategies. Okay, a reminder again that following this breakfast meeting, we will have a general membership meeting. We encourage you to stay and get update on WSGVR. And if you will be joining us on Zoom, please check your email for link or go to www.wsgvr.org under the latest event to register. Thank you everyone for joining our meetings today. This meeting is adjourned.